Okay, thank you everybody, thank you and welcome to Bala Town's new training facilities. I know you're currently standing on the viewing bank, so the coaches and I can get a more bird's eye view of training if we wish. But I think we can all agree that these facilities are adequate to average. Alright, who wants some tea? Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 6, Episode 9 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today we're playing Barry Town in the league, and then we are going to Austria to face LASK Linz in the Europa League group stage. If we avoid defeat, then we are we almost certainly will be in Europe after Christmas this season, whether it be in the Europa League or dropping down back into the Euro Conference. But as you've just seen, we have upgraded the facilities. The training and youth facilities upgrades have been completed, so we now have adequate training facilities, average youth facilities, a good diagnostic facilities, so that's all good. Everything is moving up in the right direction. Unfortunately, it didn't really, as much as I would have hoped anyway, improve our reputation. Maybe at the end of the season it will improve it a little bit. We do still have some money in the bank. We will look to upgrade again. But I just got to kind of wait and see exactly how much money we're going to lose this season before I ask the board to do that. If we do it now or at the end of the season, it'll take roughly the same amount of time anyway to complete it. So far this year, you can see we've lost 35 grand, so we've pretty much broken even on the whole thing. But I'm just a little bit cautious with the wage. But, we're spending almost 50 grand a week right now on wages. And, let's face it, we're getting 300 people a week at league games. So we just got to be a little bit careful, see how far we can go in Europe to make sure we're keeping the books in balance. Got there in the end. Now, there are two games to catch you up on since last episode. Let's start with our league fixture against Connors Key. We took the lead when McVeigh played in Dojo Simic. And we were 2-0 up when Declan Wright got on the end of Ewan Dixon's cross. Ryan Burke missed a penalty, but we got our third thanks to Connor Gosney. And then got a fourth when McVeigh played in Simic again, this time with a more acrobatic finish. So there we go, a good performance, a very rare event in Ryan Burke missing a penalty. I think it hit the post if I remember correctly rather than a miss, but still, a little bit of surprise there. But Simic with a double, which is good to see him getting his scoring boots back on. Declan Wright and Gosney with a goal as well. You can see McVeigh playing his advanced playmaker role. We're trying to get him more suited to in the centre of the park. Had a good game. So that's good. That's progress that we're seeing from him. And their goalkeeper played well as well. So it arguably could or should have been a little bit more. The only other game to catch you up on, again, it's a league match, this time against Carmarthen Town. We took an early lead when Granger crossed for Damien Allmark. And we went 2-0 up when Ewan Dixon played in Allmark for his second. Carmarthen pulled one back late on, but we held on for the win. So there we go, a decent performance. To be honest, it was a lot more comfortable. You can see there from the match stats than 2-1 suggest. Allmark with a double. Allmark also missed quite a few chances, but he wasn't alone in that. The team in general missed a load of chances. Ewan Dixon, the number 10 role, 7 key passes, was an absolute star running the show for us. I was a little bit disappointed, to be honest, that we didn't win that one a little bit more comfortably. But ultimately, 3 points is 3 points. If you have a look at what that means for the league table, we're currently 3 points clear of the New Saints, 2 games in hand. So it's looking pretty good. And you can see there the way the Europa League's lining up. If we avoid defeat today, we will still be 4 points ahead of LASK Linz, which means we will basically be at least into the Euro 2 if we parachute down for third in the group. But if we win and Galatasaray were to lose, and they were going to Germany as well, they're not hosting them, then we could find ourselves guaranteed getting out of the Europa League today as well. So a massive sort of games to play for. We did get our draw for the Welsh Cup third round as well. The team we've drawn is basically what I'm convinced is a Welsh practical joke on foreigners, because there is no way in the world that name is pronounceable. But that's who we're playing anyway. Alright, let's go and have a quick look at what we're doing here against Barry Town. We are the favourites, as you would imagine. We have a decent record against them. They're really struggling this year, and they have Ashley Williams as their manager. If you have a quick look at what he's doing as a coach or a manager, and you can see he's horrible. Hopefully, maybe determination, but he wouldn't even be a coach in our club, never mind manager. So let's hope those attributes ring true in this game. They're a cautious, standard playing style. A quick look at the data analysis support. We're expecting them to come out in sort of a five at the back, 3-2, I guess it would be, wouldn't it? Have they played it recently? This sort of formation is what we're expecting from them. But you can see they got a point out of the New Saints last time out, so they're no mugs. But yeah, it just kind of is what it is. This is a team that we're sending out. Obviously, again, we do have an eye on Europe here. So Rima Miles goes in goal. It's Granger, it's Cooper, it's KDH, and Jenkins as a back four. It's Owen and McVeigh in midfield. It's Ap Gareth coming back from injury. We're going to try and get him a little bit fitter here with Dixon and Maurice. Allmark goes up top. And on the bench, the latest academy graduate that we've caught into the senior team, Callum Connolly. He was just tearing it to pieces down there in the under-19s. I didn't want to leave it any longer to get him into the senior squad, to be honest. Looks an absolute star. He did make his debut. I think it was against Connors Key. So hopefully we'll see a little bit of him this game. If things are going well, we'll bring him on for We'll probably have to bring on for Gareth anyway. Look at that match sharpness. So there we go. Everybody is playing as expected. Now, as usual, just a reminder that we're using the league to develop young players for Europe, basically. So that's why the team has maybe got some unfamiliar names in there. We've also got Sean Davies and Guto Kingsley on the bench, who we will try and bring on for this one if we can. What does Gomez say? Trying to pick up where they left off. I'm going to say maybe just a calm. If you play your game, you'll win. Let's try and take a little bit of pressure off them. Some calm, we have faith. And let's hope we get out there and score some goals for you this episode. Because last time, not a classic, was it? 1-0 against Bengal City, 0-0 in Europe. I know a lot of you guys said that the Galatasaray point was a good point. Yes, it was a good point. I like to show you goals, though, where I can. Here we go with a corner. Maurice to knock it in. Decent. It's there for Allmark. Headed away. Owen's there. It's still there for McVeigh. And into the keeper's arms. I did ask a few episodes ago what we do with our legends of the club that are sort of fallen out of favour now. We've moved past, and everybody seemed to say, move them on, let them continue their careers. So we will look to try and do that in January. Because it's making me depressed. Just going, Mark again, just over the bar. I see him there sitting in the reserves, and I'm playing him in the under-19s to try and give him some match fitness, and it's making me sad. So, it's Owen again off the post, and an excellent clearance. The Barrytown defender straight into the top of the net. Well done, mate. Excellent finish. A horrible, horrible piece of defending. What is this defender doing? Has it been ruled out? Oh, that's. How can you be offside from an own goal? That's outrageous. Anyway, let's demand a little bit more. Cooper's looking nervous. Cooper is very much on the chopping block to go out of this club. He's good. That's the thing, isn't it? He's good for this level, but I don't think he's young enough. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I don't think he's young enough to be warranted a place in this sort of, when we're trying to develop players. Allmark, there's a finish for you. Damien Allmark, 8th goal of the season. A wonderful, wonderful strike. It's a little bit belated, but finally, after half an hour, we do take the lead in this game. And it was a poor goal kick. It was Dixon that nodded it down to Maurice. Maurice picked up the run of Allmark, and Damien did the rest, didn't he? Cracking finish. Goalkeeper frozen to the spot. He sees, you see Allmark coming through on goal, and you just freeze in awe of the man, don't you? All right, here we go. Jenkins with another throw. Can we get a quick fire double here? Not the best ball. Jenkins does well to keep possession. Ap Gareth has it. Ap Gareth lines it up. I don't know. Yeah, a little bit of maybe a misstep in the animation there, but Ap Gareth smacks one in from outside the box. 3rd goal of the season from him. I don't know if my computer was having a weird processing moment there or something. Let's see if the replay is any clearer. Yeah, just taps it in back onto the right foot. His left foot's just for standing old Ap Gareth. And yeah, it was obviously my computer that had a little weird processing moment there. But there we go, 2-0. Much, much more comfortable. And what we can do now is we can look to bring on the 3 youngsters for the second half. Maybe not all 3 at once. But there we go. A stunning first half performance there. Barely gave them a sniff. And of course, we had that weird own goal that was ruled out for offside as well, didn't we? Don't get complacent here, boys. A little bit more from you, please, Mr. Cooper. And I said a weird, not one for the kids, but the old TV show, Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I don't know why that randomly came into my head. But anyway, when I said Brandon Cooper there, I just had a weird Hanging with Mr. Cooper moment. All right, let's demand a little bit more, and we will look to bring on the 2 youngsters, wingers, I think. Sean Davies, just as a quick refresher, we signed him from Barrytown, actually, so a chance to play his former club. Potentially a good player there. And as I said, Callum Connolly will bring him on for Ap Gareth here as well. Had a really good game, Ap Gareth, but we need to bring on the youngsters. A bit of complacency, that's not ideal. We'll give them some praise, see if we can snap them out of that. What else do we want to do here? It's one of these, isn't it? When we're winning the game, we don't really need to keep pushing on. let's try exploit the flanks. See if we can get down the sides of them. Try and get the youngsters involved as well. See if we can demand a little bit more. Curtis Owen not having a great game. No one's having a great game, is it really? We've scored some goals, but that's pretty much it. We'll give, now that Dolmark's on a booking, we'll give Guto Kingsley a game. Just again, a reminder of Guto Kingsley. High potential, potentially a 4-star player, so we want to try and give him every chance to develop if possible. I think he's been with us long enough that he would become a club-trained player if he's not already as well, because we got him quite young. There's a ball over there for Jenkins. Is he going to put his foot through one? He's thinking about it. He crosses it instead. Oh, it's a penalty. And Jay Jenkins with a chance to get his first goal for the club. No idea if he can take a penalty, but we're about to find out. The young right back who we signed from somewhere, probably Barrytown, that's where we get all our youngsters from. Jenkins! Oh, he stuck it away. Jay Jenkins with a first ever Bala Town goal. Well done to you, sir. And that is 3-0. And that is now that. There's no way they're coming back. And just put his foot through it, didn't he? Not the best penalty we'll ever see, but memorable moment for the youngster. First goal for Bala Town. And we come back for another highlight. Hopefully, a 4th goal. Can we win that? Granger loses out. There's the ginger, Sean Davies. He was a ginger. Come on, boys. Come on. I'm surprised there's not I don't know. Maybe there's not that many gingers in real life that play football. But I'm surprised there's not more. Can we get a foot in there? Come on, Davies. Put a foot in, mate. No. Oh, it's an excellent read there from Dixon, though, to intercept the pass. Can he pick out Guto Kingsley in the middle? It's Davies instead. Who's the ginger then? Oh, it must be Granger. Is he the ginger? Unlucky for the youngster Davies. Good save from the keeper. We come up for the corner. Who is it? It's Connolly. Connolly's oh, nice one. We've got a homegrown ginger. He will be a club legend, won't he, if he develops as he could. Came through the academy, of course. A bit of a wasted ball out there from Jenkins. If he's high from his goal, you can understand that. There we go. A really, really good, solid performance there. Yeah, we'll take that and run. Excellent stuff. And why was Connolly out on the left? I must have weird marking things on for this formation. We'll say well done, boys, and on we go. Davies gets one over Barrytown. Where did we sign Jenkins from? Ap Gareth. What a goal it was from Ap Gareth as well. Well done to you, mate. Nice return from injury. Just bear with me here. We want to have a look at where's the screen? Where's the thing on? Here he is. Here, Jay Jenkins. That's good timing, isn't it? Where did we sign him from? Oh, it's Caffin George. Okay, never mind. £350 or £325 we paid for him. Guys, wait right there. I'm really rambling today, aren't I? Wait right there. We'll be back off to Austria to face LASK Linz and a chance to progress in Europe. Hello? Yeah, look, what is it, mate? We're just taking off for Austria now. I'm getting a lot of dirty looks here. Oh, good. He signed. Perfect, perfect. Well, pass on my congratulations to Augusta that he signed and tell him that I'll speak to him when we get back from Austria. Alright, mate. Yeah, let the press know. Give Chaz something to do. We have breaking news this evening out of Bala Town as the club announced the signing of Icelandic defender August Freya Grettisson. Now, for more on this story, we cross live to Charles Hogan. And Charles, what can you tell us? Yeah, thanks, Nige. Look, absolutely nothing, mate. He's 19, he's Icelandic, and I've never heard of him. Back to you. And it's Chaz, you bloody drongo. Okay, welcome back, and as you've just seen, we have signed a new defender, August Freya Grettisson. He's not obviously able to play in this Champions League Europa League game, because we have literally just signed. He's not going to be registered. What have we signed? You can see we're paying £1,800 a week. It's a 3-year deal, maybe a little bit more than ideally I would have liked to have paid for him, be paying him. He is agreeing to play as a squad player, which is good. He's unlikely to become unhappy with time. We have annoyed Gosney, which is a little bit frustrating because he's signing as a squad player. It's not like I've signed him as a star player or sort of an equal sort of status to Gosney. But anyway, maybe that's something FM can work on for future games. Fans say he's a B-rated sign. Let's have a quick look and see what we've signed. And we had him on trial, and so I sort of knew roughly what I was getting. I'm relatively happy with this. You can see he's solid physically, he's solid mentally, and he's solid technically. He can play as a ball player, which is good. I do want to try and move towards at least having one ball-playing centre-back. We know that Rhys Williams can do it, but I think we needed a better option. And we've got an Icelandic international here. We did get him on a free transfer, as I said. I think I said anyway. He'd been released by his Icelandic club. He's played well when he's played for them. I don't know how the Icelandic League compares to the Welsh League. I'd imagine relatively similar, though. yeah, so I'm hoping at 19 that we might see a little bit more of improvement. It doesn't necessarily scouts necessarily think that we will. But either way, we've got a solid defender for the next 3 seasons, albeit maybe paying a little bit more than I would have liked. But there was interest from like some big clubs like Napoli and sort of clubs of that not sort of top of the line, but sort of maybe a rank or two below that. So I think it's a bit of a coup for us to sign him, and hopefully he becomes a very good player for us. But right now we are in where are we? Austria. We're in Austria, and we are looking forward to taking on LASK Linz here. You can see we're not the favourites, so their form is absolutely woeful, and ours is decent enough. We did beat them, of course, when we played them at our place. Any sort of result here will mean that we are in Europe for next season. Next season after Christmas. What is wrong with me today? We don't know too much about them. This is how they played against Leverkusen. We're expecting something similar against us here today. And this is the team that we're sending out. It is Rima Miles that goes in goal. It's Burke, it's Reece Williams, it's Gosney and Branthwaite as the back four. It's Dan Williams with York and McLean in midfield. It's Wright and Middleton down the wings. We're going to give Stewart a go up top in Europe. He is, I think, the best finisher at the club. 16 finishing, he's quick as well, not the worst in the air, good off-the-ball movement. So we're going to give him the start up front. We do have Allmark and Simic on the bench if we need them. We also have Dixon if we want to go and play number 10. So let's hope we get a result here. And of course, just a reminder, and they're coming out of the 4-4-2, just a reminder that any result here will mean that we are in Europe after Christmas, because we will be 4 points ahead of them and they will not be able to catch us. Gomez says he thinks we should encourage the team. I'm going to say, what am I going to say? Pick up where we left off. Let's just go. We're on a good run. Go out there and impress me. Let's just stick with that. Let's keep the faith. Hopefully keep the calmness. See what we can do. And of course, if we were to win and Leverkusen were to beat Galatasaray at home, we would actually guarantee ourselves qualification from the group. We are starting off cautious, just the way that sort of this season's European formation away from home. We have been relatively solid with it, which is promising. And I'm hoping, with wingers, that eventually we'll find a way that it works for us. It's one of these, I think, where we're playing away, I think, aren't we? Or did Leverkusen come to us? No, I think Leverkusen... Anyway, against Bayer Leverkusen, we're unlikely to get anything in the final game. So we really need to try and take at least a point from this game and just make sure that we are staying in Europe. Because like I say, I don't see us getting much from Leverkusen. And if we do take a point here, take your time to get across to that, Williams. Jesus Christ. Rima Miles out there to Gosney. The worst case scenario, we've guaranteed ourselves a parachuting down to Euro 2. And that's good. It'd be more money, more coefficient points. Here we go with Declan Wright. This might be a highlight for us. There's a golf ball through for Stewart. Stewart! Oh, it's saved by the keeper. Middleton's there. Keeps it in play, but the defender's there to hack it away. And that was promising. That was promising. Let's demand a little bit more of that, please, boys. I am wondering if we go attacking off cautious here. It's a stick or twist, isn't it? We need to be more bold, don't we? I regretted not going for it against... what do we say here? Well, let's go with a little bit of... you've been unlucky so far. No, let's not go with that. It's time for everyone to dig in. Let's try that with a little bit of passion. I did regret not going for it more against Galatasaray, so maybe we do go for it a little bit more here. We'll just tell the players that are playing well to keep it going. If you're not playing well, McLean, we need a little bit more from you. Come on, mate. I brought you in as a Celtic youngster to come in and really take us to the next level. He's not really done that for us in Europe. All right, so let's take it off of cautious. Let's go the whole way to go to attacking. Let's take it off, hit early crosses. Let's take it off past ball into space. We'll still look, I think, for set pieces, because we do have a threat from a set piece. Let's go back to playing it out from the back, try and keep possession that way, and we'll go from there. And if it doesn't work, then I guess, we've learned a hard lesson, but, we've learned something about what doesn't work for us in Europe. Here we go with the corner. Middleton, decent. Stewart's at the back post! And just over the crossbar, but a promising start. Now, here we go. Now, this will show us if we can defend or not, won't it? Linz bring the ball out from the back. Farkas brings it forward. Can we get a tackle in? Make him go backwards, but they still keep possession. A little bit of pressure on here. This is nice. Come on, boys. Come on. Keep your shape. Get a foot in. Branthwaite goes out. No, they keep possession. They're probing away, aren't they? And you'd say it's comfortable, but the nature of a highlight means something's going to happen. Can we break this passing movement up? Or are we going to find ourselves? There's the ball forward. Gosney's there. Sam York has it now. Can we hit them on the break? He goes early for Stewart. Stewart's in here. He's a good finisher. Michael Stewart. Oh, draws the save. But that looked promising, didn't it? Defended well. Won the ball. Nice incisive pass forward. And we created ourselves a nice chance there. Williams and York are having good games in midfield. That's a good thing. Let's go get creative here if we can. We're dominating the game. No, not so much possession, but certainly shots. We start to look towards changes. Do we want to bring Simic on? Here we go. Middleton with a free kick. Back post. McLean's gone down. He's gone down. It's going to be a penalty, is it? Surely it is. And Ryan Burke, if it is given, it is given. All right, Burkey boy. Come on, mate. Come on. He missed his last one, of course. Or is it McLean that's taking it? Who's taking it? It is Burke. Please, Burke. Burke! Oh, he has stuck it in. The goalkeeper got a hand to it. But Ryan Burke, 7th of the season, hangs it in there, and that is excellent stuff. Let's tell him to concentrate now. We're 1-0 up. I haven't seen a score from the other game. Oh, the goalkeeper. So lucky for us, that one sneaking in. I haven't seen a score come through in the other game. It doesn't really matter. If we're winning this, then, well, we're going to be in Europe. Whether it be in the Europa League or not, time will tell. Do we go back to being more defensive? Middleton's pounced there. He's got a little bit of space to run into. Can he get a ball into the box? Is Stewart getting forward? There's no one there for. He's got himself. Oh, he's hit the post. Middleton's almost done it all himself. Are we going to get caught on the break now? That's the big question, isn't it? No. All right, let's make some changes here. I'm going to say Simic for Stewart. Not that it hasn't worked, but it hasn't worked, has it? He's had a couple of chances, not put it away. Let's demand a little bit more. Look at these match ratings. We're looking really, really good. We're going to try and shut it down. Oh, boys, come on. That's all good. Let's keep that the same. Let's slow it down. And here we go. Can we get a massive win on the road in Europe? We've dominated the game. We deserve to win the game. And we've only gone and won the game. There we go. No matter what happens, we are in Europe after Christmas. That is amazing. We'll get a chance to strengthen over the January transfer window. Well done, boys. A really good performance. Look at that. We maybe didn't get the goals that we deserved, but we definitely deserved to win the game. More money in the bank, which helps. Sam York's 8 key passes. He is an absolute, just a star, Sam York, isn't he? We signed him for next to nothing as well. What do we got? We got him for literally for nothing on a free from FM20, and he is just an absolute star of the game, old Sammy York. Now the other game, I believe it was a draw. If we look at competitions, it was a draw, but we have somehow we've qualified. Why have we qualified? It doesn't matter because why have we qualified? Because we got okay, so we get the head-to-head over Galatasaray, having got a 1-1 draw away. Maybe either way, the game says we've qualified from the group. We'll take that, boys. We're going to be in the Europa League after Christmas. Absolutely stunning stuff. And that is it for today. A few more goals, which is nice. They're signing as well. And we'll be back next time for this stupid team's name, the Welsh practical joke, and then we'll finish off the group stage at home to Bayer Leverkusen. I don't think we'll get anything from there, but it'll be a really, really good test for us, won't it? That's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the new signing, and I'll see you next time. Take care.